Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gio and welcome to Robinhood Investing with Gio. I'll just jump right into it. Today's video is actually going to be a video on teaching you how to sell call options. Call options can be a very complex thing to understand, but I'm going to try and simplify it in a way with just the bare bones basics of what you need to know if you want to sell call options. Alright, before you start selling call option, the most important thing to understand is that in order to sell, you need to have at least 100 shares of a stock. So, not to be confused, and I'll give you an example here. We can go to Tesla options right here. If I wanted to buy a call, I don't need 100 shares. To basically give you an analogy, is if you're a renter of a home, it's basically like buying a call. You're renting the stock. You do not own it. Now, if you're the landlord, you can sell the stock. You can rent it out to someone else. So I'll show you what I mean in a sec. So let's go, for example, to a stock that I have right now, and that would be space stock. As you see right here, I have 200 shares of space. Now, I don't plan on selling this, but I'll show you how I can create passive income doing a weekly strategy when it comes to selling call options. So I'll go to space, and as you can see, the current share price of space is $25.48. And by the way, this is a live market right now, so I think what better way to show you call options than to kind of show you examples of real life markets. So as you can see right here, the price, as I mentioned, was $25.45, and let's say if I wanted to rent out this property of mine, the shares that I want to rent them out to someone, and I'll tell the person, listen, I think that this stock that I have at $25.45 will not go above $28. And if it does, you can buy the property off of me. So the person, whoever wants to place the bet, will say, okay, $28. So if it goes above $28, I will have to sell you. You will have to sell me your stock. And I'm like, deal. And in exchange, I will give you 9 cents per every 100 shares that you sell to me. So since there are 100 shares, this is accounting for 9 cents for every single share that I'll sell. So 9 cents times 100 shares that I'll be selling, that would equate to $9. Now, I do have 200 shares of this, remember, so I could potentially tell them, you know what, I will give you 200 of my shares. So that'll equate to $18. Now, as you can see, the chances of space potentially reaching $28 is pretty slim. As it stands right now, the stock itself is kind of in a downtrend spiral, so there's not a lot of bullish outlook on it right now. So I'm telling him, all right, you have to give me $18 for the 200 shares I give you, and if it goes above $28, I'll sell you my stocks. As you can see right here, in order for me not to lose any money, it has to go over 10.26%. If it goes above 10.26%, or now 10.2%, he gets to keep it. It's his. Go ahead. Now, let's say I wanted to be a little bit more risky. Now, these contracts expire on dates. As you can see right here, the expiration date is December 18th, and currently today's date is December 17th. So this person would basically be betting that in 1 day and change, this is going to go up 10.6% or 10.17%. Again, it is a live market, guys. So he's willing to risk his $18 or $9 per contract that it's going to go over 10%. Now, if I wanted to be a little bit more risky and I were to say, all right, listen, I know the share price is at $25.50 and it's currently pretty low right now. I'm willing to bet you that this price will not go to $26. Now that's a little bit more like attainable for the person that's buying this call, because essentially it only has to go out 3.43%. And because I'm placing a lot more risk, remember, it's only a little bit below 50 cents for this to go above 26. Since I'm placing more risk, that call's worth 40 cents. So 40 cents times 100 is $40. And I'll show you. Let me erase this one. So I were to continue, but remember I have 2 contracts. So I could put 2 contracts. So it'd be worth $80 as it stands right now. Because again, I have 200 shares of the underlying stock. Now, this gets, when it comes to passive income, it gets a lot more interesting. This, as you can see, expires in a day and a half. Let's say we go out for a call option that now expires a week in December 24th, a little bit over a week from now. As you can see, these call options are worth a lot more now. However, this time, as you can see also, the price, in order for him or her to get my shares, because I'm placing a lot more risk this time. We go back to December 18th, and he only needed about 3% to take my shares. This is a share price that needed to go above. But now, since I'm adding risk, it's not going to be the same price once again. There has to be a little bit of more potential for me to not lose my shares. So the break even has risen as well. So it was 3% on December 18th, but now since you're adding another week, they'll give you an extra 2%. So now it's about 5.7% for this person to take my shares. And as you can see, the longer we go out, we can go out just to be crazy. Again, the strike price is right here, 25.68. This expires in about 2 years, this contract. If I wanted to be crazy and I thought that this company would be nowhere, potentially, in 2 years, again, the break even is 53.57%. So it has to go to $39.50, or it has to be under $39.50 over 2 years from now. And do I think it's going to be above $39.50 in 2 years? I personally do. But again, if you were not bullish on the company, you could sell, and it's $12.50 per share. Expires again 2 years from now. You get $1,250. Or, since I have 2 contracts, I would get $2,500. If you just bought the stock and you don't believe in the stock, that would be a strategy you could use. But I highly advise against that. Most people that trade options usually like to do weekly options. It's a lot safer that you won't lose your underlying shares. So yeah, that's a very basic understanding of selling call options. If you guys could do me a great favor and comment, subscribe, like the video, I greatly appreciate it. I try to help you out any way I can, making daily videos on information that's very useful, especially for beginners starting off on Robinhood. And thank you everyone for watching, and take care everyone. See ya.